Now we're doing the intro. Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Nights Like This. I'm Ali.
I'm Tilly.
I'm Vanessa.
And I'm Kayla.
And cut. Back to the ending. Wait, hold on.
Fatty Bruce from work.
Dude, I need to stop doing this. I always forget if I start recording or not.
Oh my god, do you like Universal Studios?
Man, what kind of question is that?
I was gonna say, I want to do a VIP experience.
Oh, that's
What's that?
It's like $400.
Oh, I've never been at Universal.
No,
Mm-mm.
I went like a few times with I took my mom for her birthday because she'd never been there, so
Yeah.
she loved it.
Is it fun?
Yeah, it was fun. I loved it.
Is it as big as like any other amusement park?
It's
Yeah.
huge. Like you probably need 2 days to go through that whole
Wait,
thing. and enjoy
Universal?
it. Yeah, Universal.
What is that,
Studios.
Universal?
Oh, we do that thing in like 5 hours.
I know,
But we always
but-
go on a certain time and
Yeah,
day.
I was like, it was packed that day.
Bro,
It was
This
like
is just-
4th of July week.
this is just an update, a random update. I got bit by a freaking dog yesterday.
You're like, where?
Right
What do you
here.
mean?
Oh my god.
A damn chihuahua, bro.
Talk about that on the podcast,
It's
bro.
freaking
At
raw.
work?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm so annoyed, bro.
Okay, wait, that's crazy. Don't.
I wanted to. I wanted to. Wait,
cut
no,
that
wait, no.
out.
We're cutting, but that whole section is
Yeah,
cut
that whole
right now. Okay. But, damn, okay, so, a little update for you guys. We had went to the gay pride, and Tilly, you didn't come with
I
us.
know. I had to work.
But it was super fun. And then later on that night, me, Vanessa, and Kayla went to the club. And bro, let me tell you. All right.
I had fun. but
No. It was a fun time. It was definitely a fun time. But what I'm telling you is that, okay, so me, Kayla, Vanessa, we went to the bar. And when I went to the bar, I ordered a drink. And then I'm standing by the rails and I have my hand over the top of my drink. And there's two guys next to me. And then one guy leaves and then he comes back. And then I feel my hand get wet. And I'm like, what the hell? And then he hands this dude that's next to me a drink. And then that guy leaves. And then the other guy he came back, whatever, stood next to me. And then I was like, I took a sip and I was like, nah. I was like, Kayla, we need to go to the bar and ask them for a strip tester to test your drinks if it got roofied.
They have
Shut
stuff. They have
up.
stuff
No.
like that.
Yeah, no. Okay, I don't know if you've seen it in the bar. They had it all over the place. Like, they have signs like, hey, if you
Oh,
think your
yeah.
drink has been roofied, go to the bar. So then I go to the bar. I give him my drink, and I'm like, hey, bro, like, I think my thing's been spiked because I had my hand over it. But, like, obviously my hand's small, so, like, you know how it's, like, webbed over the top?
Yeah.
And so my hand was wet. And, like, why would my hand be wet, dude? Like, for real. And so I go to the bar, he dumps out my drink and he goes, hey, like, this bartender, he's going to give you, what is it called? Another drink. You're just gonna have to wait because, like, there is a line. And I was like, all right, that's cool. So the bartender comes to us and he goes, like, what did you guys get? And I was like, oh, like a Midori sour.
Yeah.
He gives me the Midori sour and he's like, oh, it's gonna be, like, however much. And I was like,
But it
bro.
was just roofied though.
Yeah, and I was like, bro, like, I had talked to that guy and I told him, like, it was like roofied, whatever. And he's like, well, once the drink leaves me, there's nothing I can do about it. And I'm just like, dude, it was a full drink, so I had to pay like $40 for 2 drinks. Like,
That's actually bullshit.
it was so stupid, bro. I was like, all right, so my shit got roofied, and you're gonna tell me that I have to pay for another one.
Wait, did they confirm with
though-
you guys though that it was roofied? Like, no.
No, they didn't even test it. He literally just dumped it, and he was like,
Yeah.
oh, just get another one.
Because they did
Bruh.
ask for a strip, and then they're like, oh no, like, I'll get someone to remake it for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what happened. Crazy.
Damn, that is crazy actually.
I was like, why me, dog? Why me?
We were already having a shit day in the earlier, like,
What?
right
was
after
hot.
the parade. Tilly, we were trying to go get something to eat because we were f***ing hungry, right?
Yeah.
And so Kayla had wanted to go to this Mexican restaurant, and we were literally there before everyone else came after us, right? And we're sitting there and waiting, and it even got to the point where Kayla's mom left too, and we didn't even get water. All we got was chips and salsa.
Wait, hold on. I need like a rundown of this day, dude. Like,
They
tell
didn't
me how
take
it went.
order. It was hot.
It was
It was
hot,
hot,
and the
bro.
restaurant was outside. So we're sitting there like, we're hot, we want water. We didn't get no water, but they give us chips and salsa, and we're still waiting. So we're like, you know what? Let's just leave.
Yeah.
fuck all that.
So we ended up leaving, but it was crazy because when we had walked out of the
It was
restaurant or whatever,
full.
it was, well, one, it was full, but I saw our waiter walking back in with someone else. So I'm like, did you guys go to break and not even tell us, or like lunch? And I was like, so like that was like a good 30 minutes. I was like, bro, okay.
Because it was empty when we went.
Yeah.
And it was literally only us, huh?
And then the people that came in after us were getting served.
Yeah. Like,
So
they
it
got
was
their meals and
ridiculous.
everything. I was like, what the heck? And I was trying to like not be rude, but I was like trying to look around, make eye contact. And
They didn't want to make eye
they
contact.
didn't
Even I
want
was
They
trying
were
to look.
dodging you guys.
They were, and I was like, bro.
Dang. You know what I thought it was? Is because when we first got there, I had her mom, I gave her my balloon because I didn't want it anymore. And so she gave it to the waitress and was like, can you like pop it? We don't want this anymore. And,
Yeah.
and the waitress took it. So I was like, I don't know if
Wait,
that like...
Tilly, as a waitress, used to be a waitress. Would you
Yeah.
do some petty shit like that?
Fuck no, dude. I'm trying to get those tips.
Oh, okay.
That's
I was
crazy.
hungry.
I was all hungry.
Yeah, me too.
So after that, we ended up going to a coffee shop,
Mhm.
and then
I forgot about that.
yeah, we went to a coffee shop, and then we ended up driving to go to the next location because they were having like vendors and everything there.
Mhm.
And then after that, we ended up just going to go get sushi.
Dude, sushi
Yeah.
sounds so good.
And then we ended up just going back home, and then we ended up going out to the club later that night. But yeah.
where you
I
got
had
your food?
fun.
Yep.
I don't remember
Uh-huh.
anything, but
Oh my gosh, I have to post those videos. I will show you. Wait, actually, I'm gonna clip the video. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna clip the video. Maybe actually, maybe just go look at our Instagram. But it's so funny because I have videos of me and Vanessa dancing.
We were getting down.
Damn, there was something. Oh, I'm gonna ask you because you have plans later for today. So what are you doing today?
Today, I'm kind of scared to share this, but it's
Wait,
gonna
why?
Because wait, cut real quick.
Well,
Yeah.
this episode's not.
Yeah, it's not gonna be
Yeah.
released till later, so I
Till
think I'll be
later.
fine. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Think I'll be fine. Okay,
Okay.
cut back in.
All right.
So basically, if you know, and if you're like politically, I don't know how to describe it. If you're there,
Aware.
if you're online politically,
There you
you're with the news. Today is June 14th, right? And it's gonna be the No Kings protest like all over the U.S. And so there's two major ones in our city, but I know there's like crazy ones in L.A., San Fran, all over the U.S. So yeah, basically the protest for today is like against Trump, obviously, but it's supposed to be like his birthday parade today too.
Oh.
But he's been deploying Marines and troops to fight peaceful protesters. Oh, and this morning, 2 Democratic Senates got shot and killed last night.
What?
God, I am.
Honestly,
well, I think
low-key-
one died, but I don't know if the other one's gonna pass.
Loki, I've been too busy to keep up on that stuff. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was
Guys.
gonna say be safe when you're out there protesting.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
Loki, I want to go just to go, but
you should. I have signs in my car.
dude, you should.
Just ready.
I'm dead ass.
Bro,
And I'm gonna
honestly-
wear a shiesty.
Oh,
Why are you wearing a shiesty?
just
Do you
so
want people to
they'll-
take pictures of you with like the? I don't know.
Hell yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would be like,
You're gonna be in history books, bro.
yeah. Another book.
Period.
All right. So, I only had a few questions for today. I was listening to this. I feel like we touched up on them, but not really. I'm gonna see what you guys think about it. But, how do you guys feel about people who have their phone on loud?
It's annoying sometimes.
So I was listening to something and I was like, why does it matter?
Wait,
what is
like-
your guys' opinion?
I don't
So like you guys have the ringer on.
How about when they're typing? It's like,
Oh,
That's
that's
you?
annoying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh,
because
I think if you're like by yourself, then okay. But like if like right now in a group setting, like you're just gonna hear ding, ding, ding.
Like rude.
well, because I was like thinking about it. I was like, that's what the phone is for, though, so that you get notified. Because I know with Kayla, she always has hers on Do Not Disturb. I always have mine on Do Not Disturb, or I just have like my thing
Silent.
muted.
silent. Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting. So it's like, why do we have phones if you keep them not on loud? Like, isn't that the
Yeah.
whole point?
That
Like,
is actually a very good point.
that's why I was really confused when they were talking about it. They're like, oh, people who have their phone on loud are annoying. I'm like, yeah, but that's what the phone is for. So like for me, I have my phone, like, let's say if I do have my phone on loud, I have it on my settings where all of my apps are muted besides my messages and phone calls. But everything else,
Honestly, though, okay, so I have my notifications off for Snapchat, for Instagram, for everything.
yeah.
Except for my messages. But the thing is, like, I don't care to have the sound on because I'm literally looking at my phone all day. So, like, what do I need it on for? I'm going to see it
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah. Well, also, too, like, I, like, on my phone for my messages for group chats or everything, I always have it on mute.
Yeah. I
So-
hate getting those notifications. I'm
So
not gonna lie.
it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know.
Because I have it on do not disturb.
You
but-
have yours on Do Not Disturb?
Yeah, because like only I don't know. My phone's always on silent. I don't really pay attention to my phone though, so.
I just feel like I'm just going to get back to you whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think it's a common courtesy thing. Like if I'm literally having a heart to heart, say like you're having a deep ass conversation, all I hear is ding ding. Oh, I'd low key feel butthurt about that. I'm like, am I not that
Okay,
important?
like Loki though, what
So
if
pay
it's like they're
attention.
going there's something going on, there's something going on in their life and they have to have it on loud. So like let's say me and you are having a one-to-one, but we have it on loud. Do I need to tell you that? Like, hey, I'm
know.
sorry, my phone's on loud. I
Well,
got some.
you don't have to go about it that way. You just say,
Yeah.
"Hey, like this is like there's something important going on with my family or whatever the fuck it is," and just my phone's gonna be going off, so just ignore it.
Yeah.
But if you're just letting it go off, like I'd be like, okay, like turn
Yeah.
that shit off.
I only have it on loud if it's a very busy day at work and I'm not there and I need to know like important things.
Yeah.
And that's when I'm on my phone like
'Cause-
constantly. Yeah.
I know I have my phone on loud like when it's film day specifically, so I know like where everyone's at and like where everyone's going.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I don't know. I just thought that was an interesting topic because I was like, damn, the whole concept of phones is like crazy now. Like, oh, now we can't even have it on loud. Like, now I'm rude. Sorry. Like,
I think the craziest thing for me, like touching on the phone subject, is like people think just because you're on your phone when you're like around them, they're constantly on their phone after that. So I'm like, I feel a little like it's not your place to be like, oh, well, you're on your phone anyway. Like, why can't you answer?
Okay, so I want to talk about that a little bit, piggyback on what you're saying,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so you were saying something about having your phone, like being on your phone when you're with someone.
Mhm.
So what is the appropriate thing to do then?
When you're not talking or like like I don't know or I don't know.
Wait.
It depends. Honestly,
Now-
there's
now-
courtesy, like common sense.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel so rude whenever like someone's trying to conversate with me and I'm like sitting here on my phone.
Yeah,
I
that's
low
really
key feel
rude.
rude because like I'm not gonna lie, I get distracted so easily and I probably didn't hear what the fuck you were saying.
Yeah.
Not well, because I had an instance one time where I had I was talking to someone, a notification came, and I just glanced at it real quick to make sure that it wasn't anything important.
Well, that's different.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're just
fine.
glancing
Yeah,
at
that's-
it.
No, dude, I literally glanced at it, and he goes, "Oh, is there something important?" And I'm like, "Damn."
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, that's kind of
Yeah,
dramatic much?
I
Okay.
was like, whoa, okay.
Like I can see how that's crazy, but like if like we're fully talking, I'm just like, you know,
Yeah,
I get butthurt, but damn, that's crazy. He said
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
Not him calling you out.
that's like the equivalent. You want to share with the class?
Okay, hold on. Also, too, though, okay, so I get a little upset when Kayla does this. When I'm talking to her, she doesn't look at me. Does that bug you guys?
Dude, okay, look, that
Is that-
bothers me too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
I like
that
eye
I see that.
contact.
Yeah, because it feels like we're engaging in a conversation together. I understand.
Then you would hate
Yeah.
me because I hate eye contact.
Well,
I get
okay.
nervous.
It's not even like eye contact. It's just more of like, oh, like be in my presence. So like, say if I'm like, Kayla will try talking to me while I'm in the other room. I'm like, did you hear me? She's like, yeah, I can hear you. I'm like, yeah, but what are you doing over there?
Like she
you're-
didn't acknowledge you? Is that
No,
what it is?
It's just kind of like I feel like I'm talking to myself because she's the type where she can multitask and do multiple things. So like I'll be like in the room like talking to her, and then she gets up to go to the restroom, and she's like, I can hear you, and I'm like, no, but like I'm talking.
I
to
hate
you.
that shit, low key.
I'm talking to you.
Like, you feel like it's rude.
Yeah,
I
I'm like,
have to look at people when they talk. Like they're not their eye contact,
but just like
Their presence.
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I think that was funny.
My man does the same thing. I get all quiet. He's like, you can keep going. I was like, I'll wait.
I know.
You come back.
Okay, to change the topic, I think I forgot who we were talking about. Someone had brought up this topic, and I was like, bro, that's a good question to ask. All right, what does someone that looks like a player look like?
Oh.
We were having a whole debate about this, and I don't remember what the context was. I want to say it was like, oh, he looks like a player, and like we were talking about it, I'm like, what does a player look like to you?
Yeah.
Because for me, I can't tell.
Same.
And I'd be seeing on TikTok of like, an F boy, fuck boy, whatever. He wears this, and it was what I wear, and I was like, okay. For people that follow me on Instagram, I do get ready with me's, okay. And I got triggered by this TikTok because it said this is what a fuckboy looks like, right? And it said Calvin Klein underwear, which I wear. They said a chain, and then what was it? Jorts. And I was like, wait a minute.
Jorts.
Wait a minute. And I'm wearing jorts as I speak. So I was like, wait a minute. What does a player look like? Because now I'm really confused.
Dude.
Because, okay, I feel like we had a conversation. I don't know who it was. And you guys were like, he looks like a fuckboy. What makes someone look like a fuckboy to you?
I know one thing for sure.
Okay, what?
Which I can't stand, bro. If you have this, then get the fuck out of my face.
What?
I hate whenever guys, they wear the fucking one earring. And
Oh
but
my
it's
God,
like
the
it's like a
dangle-
cross or a dangle earring. I'm just like, get the fuck.
Hey, wait, hold on. Wait, boss. Yo,
Yeah.
tell me why my brother, right? He got his ears pierced and he only got one pierced. And I was like, nah, get the other one pierced. So he got it pierced like maybe 3 weeks later. And I was like, why did you need one?
Like, don't get me wrong, men with earrings, that's like, I like it. But if you're wearing the fucking one with the dangle, like, no.
With a dangle
What are you
Wait.
cross.
Okay,
Yes.
I feel like any man that wears earrings, though, is a fuckboy.
Oh.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Wait,
Tell me I'm
but low
wrong.
key though, hold on, you might be onto something there.
Am I not cooking? Because... Am I not cooking?
I feel like it's just another makeup to them.
I think he's even extra fuckboy if he has facial piercings too.
Like nose piercings.
Nose piercings, yeah.
Oh, is
You
that
guys
something
like
important you need to share with us?
Oh,
Are you
actually,
busy?
yeah, no. Kayla had texted me right now. There's hella people protesting at the mall.
See, that's where I'm going, guys.
Fuck.
It's at Fashion Fair in River Park today.
Oh, is it really?
Yep.
Oh.
I'm going to River Park 1.
Okay, well that kind of fucks up our day because we were gonna go do fucking.
River Park,
We were
huh?
gonna do street interviews today, but
I
Oh,
wouldn't.
market,
Not
huh?
today. Not today.
Hey, that's actually scary. People don't fuck around with that stuff.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
My little brother and our other brother are going.
what, to the mall?
Yeah, they're coming with me for protection.
Damn. I
With their
low-key,
speaker,
I
too.
low-key kind of want to go, but like I don't know how I feel about
mean, it's
that.
up
I can bring you
to
with me.
I want to go eat though first.
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
hungry.
I ain't gonna
Are we
lie.
gonna go
Huh?
eat there?
Doghouse. Hey,
Hey.
Are we gonna?
what?
Doghouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. What was I saying?
Brides is
Oh,
calling my name.
going back to the topic. What also is considered a fuckboy to you guys?
Ripped jeans.
Ripped jeans.
I've never seen guys wear. Well, the guys that I'm around, they don't wear ripped jeans.
Wait. Also, I think I have another one. Guys who wear a lot of jewelry.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like guys with jewelry.
I do too,
I
but
think it's
that's
sexy as
low key
fuck.
kind of like a red flag though. That's like a fuckboy
Ooh.
thing. Oh, that was another thing that I think I saw was like people who wear like a lot of jewelry, and I was like, ooh. So I was like, I'm trying to think of what I think. Oh,
Pride from dressing, knowing how to dress.
okay, for a girl, what? Oh, actually, yes,
know.
yes,
Wait,
yes,
wait,
yes,
what?
yes.
Hold on.
Okay, I've had this debate, right? And I said any man who's into fashion or dresses good is a fuckboy because he cares about his appearance
Yep.
and
Or
what he
he's
looks
gay.
like. Oh,
For
that
real?
too.
Dang.
Not on some like
I know, that too. That too.
not on some like bad
was like,
shit,
wait,
okay?
pause.
No, pause. Like, yeah. They know how to dress, okay?
Yeah, because I will say, like, I have seen a bunch of guys who don't know how to dress and they just don't got it like that.
Oop.
Oh,
There it is.
well,
Neck
if that
tats.
pertains to you, then that's probably you. But
Wait, eyebrow slits. What do y'all think about eyebrow
Oh,
slits?
fuck boy for sure. Oh.
Wait, didn't you have that pierced? Is that why it's like that?
No.
Oh.
It was on this side.
Oh.
Wait, do you slit it yourself?
Not my barber.
yeah, yeah.
Neck tattoos?
What? Neck tattoos too?
Like
Damn.
here, like by the jawline, maybe?
That's fucking hot. I guess I just like
That
fuckboy
shit,
shit.
they're like,
Hey, no, honestly, I've heard people say that. I've heard people say I like fuckboys. That's why I'm just like, oh.
I guess I do like fuckboys then, because a neck tattoo
Wait.
does something for me.
then what would a fuck girl look like?
Okay.
I know.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh.
Wait, okay, I have this one. All right. wait. girls,
loading center.
girls who wear fishnets.
Nah, that's just
What?
no.
What?
I think
What do you
I
mean,
think
bruh?
girls that wear those thigh chains, you know, those body chains.
Oh my. Okay, hold up.
Ooh.
Okay, they be
Oh, like
wearing
a
that
garter
at
belt? Like-
raves.
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
have you seen? Well,
Okay, but girls don't be wearing that on the daily, do they?
Well,
Well,
the girls that
fishnets
I
either.
know that they be wearing body
Oh,
chains.
Hey, all those alt chicks, yeah, they do.
Oh, do they really?
Wait, hold up.
Chicks.
Hold up. Wait, what about the girls that used to wear like chokers?
Oh, hey, that was an era.
Yeah, that wasn't-
They're cute. Yeah.
I'm like, yank, yank. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think of else. Vanessa, what else does a girl?
As
Ah,
a hoe or what?
Well,
fuck girl.
a fuck girl.
I don't know what a fuck girl is. Like a player or a hoe?
Yeah, yeah. No,
it's like
a-
the same concept.
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
boy, fuck girl, but what they
Well,
look
my
like?
type, like they be wearing like stripper stuff.
Like
Those
pleasers?
platforms.
Oh, fuck it. Pleasers.
Oh, shit.
Bro, we need to get a
I
poll in
know.
this room.
hold up. We will.
Girl.
Hey, when is your stripper friend gonna come on?
I don't know. I haven't texted her in a while.
Wait, you have a stripper friend that's
Dude,
gonna come on?
She's Filipina.
Oh, period.
Dude,
She
we
lives in
need
LA.
to have a night where there's a stripper and I'll be throwing ones. I don't care.
wait, is it recycled ones? Can I keep the money? You throw them, I grab them.
She gets a vacuum. She's all.
All right. Then going on that topic of like fuck boys and fuck girls. Have you guys ever lied to your friends about a person you were seeing?
Yes.
And I need to know why.
Wait, what?
Have you ever lied to wait, hold up. What was the question? Hold up.
Why?
Have you ever lied to your friends about a person you were seeing?
Mm-hmm.
Like hiding it from them? Or
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
lying?
yeah, I guess so, yeah. And I need to know. Okay, so what is all of our answers? Oh shit.
No, I've never.
You know what I just forgot?
What?
We didn't do intro.
Oh,
shit.
Wait, just cut it and then we'll put it in and then
in
just
the
All
beginning.
right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
We'll do it at the end of maybe.
Damn, okay. So, what are your answers? What is your answer?
Yes.
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 I don't think so.
You've never hid someone. Like you lied about seeing them.
Like seeing them.
Yeah, like you low-key are like into them, but you are keeping them a secret.
Like, no,
Damn.
I don't think so.
All right, now I
Like
want to ask you guys
embarrassed?
why. Well, that's why I'm gonna ask why right now. Like why? So, Kayla, go. Why did you do that?
So I don't know if you guys know about like the art ho community, right? Like a lot of people that live in like that area of town, like Tower
Oh,
and
okay, yeah.
the art hoes. I don't know. Well, he was basically one of those type of guy. Like we basically both had colored hair at the same time, you know, that type. And I was showing him to my roommates, right? And there, one of them was like, "Hey, don't fuck with him." Like, you know, he got other, just basically talking down on his name. And I'm like, what? I mean, like,
Mhm.
I don't know. So when both of my roommates were out of town, I invited him over.
I know, but like why? So was the concept of you hiding him because you were afraid of what your friends were gonna think, or
Yeah.
Oh,
You were?
okay.
I thought they were gonna be like, bro, we told you not to fuck with him, and I didn't tell them until after like it didn't work out.
oh, damn, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I have, yes, and it was because it was like a person that was temporary and temporary. Wait,
Mm.
Temporary.
temporary.
Got you.
Thank you. What did I say?
Temporary.
Sounds
I don't
like
know.
Tempura.
You,
Tempura.
Yeah,
you-
you
Tempura
announce
shrimp.
every.
Okay, yeah. So like this was someone that was just temporary, and it was just kind of like to fill my time, basically. So like if it's not serious, I'm not gonna like tell my friends. And not only that, I was kind of like embarrassed of what they look like.
Oh,
Wait,
I'm
why?
not even
Why
ain't
gonna
that
lie.
real though? That's
I know,
so real.
Wait, why were you talking to someone who, if you're embarrassed of their looks?
Oh, cause I was bored, and
Don't be like that.
so the reason why I was talking to this person is because I was really close with a homie who was close with her, and she was trying to hook me up, and they would dead ass come to my house, drag me out of my house, drag me into the car, and then I would hang out. I was forced to hang out with them,
Damn.
and yeah.
Damn.
So when I tell you guys dragged out, like I'm telling you, where my room used to be the front window of my house, I would not open the door. They would text me. I would not open the door. At the time, my cousin was living with me because this was in high school, and my cousin would open the door, and I would just be laying in my room, and they would barge in my room. Literally, both of them would carry me. One's holding my arm, one's holding my legs. And my cousin would open their car door. They would shove me in the back, put it on child lock, and they would take me away.
I'm fucking weak.
And they would be like, make sure she has her phone and her wallet. I'm like, oh my gosh. So they would literally drag me out. Even though I was literally not texting them back. They didn't get the hint. They would knock on my window. They would not get the hint. So they literally would drag me out of my house and not take me home. And they would force me to hang out with them.
Damn.
And so because my friend was trying to hook me up with her because she liked me, I mean, I was like, all right, like, I'll play game, I guess. And then I didn't want to tell anyone, like, I was texting her like that because it was just kind of like, oh, like, this is just kind of for fun. This isn't like, I like you like that. But, yeah. I don't know.
Damn.
Also, too, I would hide it if it was, like, I knew I wasn't supposed to be messing with them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
Okay,
like,
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah?
Now I realize what you guys talking about.
Yeah.
I have two separate instances. So, first one, my ex-boyfriend, he did me dirty multiple times. We weren't together for like a whole last year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was fucking around with him again a year later. And everyone was just like, Tilly better not be fucking with this guy again. Nope, I definitely was. And I hella lied about it. And it was for a while. And then the other one was a sneaky link.
Loki, I feel like that's very valid though, because I feel like the whole like messing with your ex thing, it's just kind of like, well, your
Relatable.
friends don't like them, so like I can't just bring them around. But then that's what kind of sucks. Is that like low key like people pleasing then in a sense, because it's like,
Oh,
are you
for
trying to make your
sure.
friends happy?
Yeah. I'm a people pleaser.
But then also too though, you also were in the back of your mind where you're like, oh, I don't want to look stupid either. Like,
Yeah, because I definitely did look stupid.
well, is
For
it?
sure.
What was the breakup reason for though?
He cheated on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. See, do you think it's more justifiable if he didn't and you guys ended on mutual terms? Then you wouldn't be more willing to hide it, right? You would be like, oh yeah, I'm talking to my ex again.
No, because he treated me like shit too. Like he literally was so demeaning. Like, and I don't know why the fuck I ever like was into that shit.
Yeah.
But aside from the cheating, like he just wasn't a good person. So
Valid. All right, Van, you're last.
Well, it's like probably a couple, but I'll only say two.
A couple. Wait, a couple is two.
A
Wait.
few. My bad. I'm drinking.
All right, go ahead.
But yeah, I guess it was because I was talking to this other like white girl that I used to work with,
Yeah.
and like she would come over, but that's when I was on a break with my ex.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was like scary because, like I said, my ex would come unannounced sometimes
Yeah.
and check my closets and everything.
Dude, that's so
that's
funny.
crazy.
Dude, that's so funny. Imagine. Where's she at? Where's she at?
Yeah, like literally.
that sounds so
and-
psycho.
She's something else.
Damn.
And then this other time when, well, she was from here actually. There's
Oh, was she?
another girl. Yeah, her name's. And
Bleep that.
yeah.
Bleep that.
yeah,
Okay.
I just hit her because I didn't want people to know what she did.
What?
Cause she was a stripper.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like.
So were you embarrassed of her?
Not embarrassed. Well, kind of.
Yeah, you were, huh?
Like.
Honestly,
And I didn't know her that much, you feel? So, I mean, I was just dating her, but I didn't want people to know I was dating a stripper. That's, like, desperate.
dude, we have an uncle who married a stripper. You can change them.
We do?
Yeah. wait.
Wait a damn minute.
Wait, hold up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
I was a little lost for a second.
She's a changed woman.
She is.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, no judgment. No judgment about strippers.
Wait. How
but-
did you meet her? How do you meet
I
someone?
don't know. Honestly, I think she added me, like, on Instagram. It was weird.
Oh, speaking.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Speaking of stripper, me and Kayla had went to the club one time with our homies, right? And one of them used to be a stripper or something like that. And I was telling her, I was like, "Hey, look at those girls sitting right there. I think she's cute. I want to go talk to her." And then my friend goes, she looks to the side and she's like, "Nah." And I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "They're tricks." Or whatever
Yeah,
they call
they're-
them. I was like, what do you
folks.
mean, like, tricks? And she was like, one, no girl is going to be sitting at the club with no drink and sitting there looking pretty. And there was something else she had said. And she's like, it looks like they're just like scouting. And I saw a bunch of people like going up to them and like saying like, oh, like, can I buy you a drink? And they were just like, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, how did you guys know? And she's like, you could just tell. And she was basically saying like strippers know what strippers or tricks look like. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, I'm so confused because she was really pretty looking. And I was just like, why is no one talking to her? Like, I'm gonna go talk to
Yeah,
her.
they know who to ask money. Like, not ask, but like,
Okay, Van, since you like kind of know about that stuff, so what is it that a trick does? What is it that they do?
pay for some time.
So is it basically like a sugar daddy then?
Yeah.
In a sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Okay.
I mean,
Have you
'Cause-
ever paid one?
me?
Like-
Hell no. I don't
I
pay
just
no
had to ask.
fucking.
I just had to ask.
Hell no.
You're like, can I please eat?
Hell no. No, but I mean, I know a lot of girls that are
that are like that?
3 or 4s, yeah.
What the hell does that mean? Do I need to bleep that name out?
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a hoe, like a little hoochie.
a 304.
Yeah.
You don't know?
No.
Gucci.
If you put 304 in a calculator and turn the calculator upside down, it spells hoe.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
Yo, dude, I forgot about that. Hey, who even knows about calculators anymore?
That's why I was like, that's why I have that shirt. The
Well-
one says taking 304 applications.
Hey, I need to. All right, bet. Okay. Another question that I do have is, how do you differentiate
Differentiate.
you got it.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
love? Oh wait, hold. Sorry. How do you differentiate if you love them or you love the idea of them?
Oh, I don't know, cause
But I-
lust is a motherfucker.
What?
Lust, like you don't
Oh,
know, like if
okay.
you're like, you know.
Yeah, because I feel like I was listening to a podcast and they had brought up that question, and I was thinking to myself, what makes the difference? And for me, I couldn't differentiate the two, and I was like, wow, I really have no idea. So I want to know from your guys' perspective what you guys think it is, because I mix those two up all the time. So
Well, I have a counter question to that.
Okay,
To
what?
help answer.
Okay.
Because I had this talk with Rad recently,
Okay.
and I asked her this question, and she was dead as fuck. Okay, we were
Yeah.
laughing. So I saw it on TikTok. Okay.
Okay.
Basically, say you're with someone and you're dating them, right?
Okay.
And say that they play games,
What do you mean?
like computer games, right?
Okay.
And they win, and they get super excited to the point where they're like, "Babe, I won!" And you're like,
Yeah.
"Yay, good!" And then they full on do the splits. Are you like cheering for them, or are you like, "What
That's
the
a fucking ick.
Are you like that's my king right there? That's
It's different for me.
Not
like,
hyping that
are you
shit
being
up.
supportive, or are you just like, what the fuck?
Wait.
So are you like pretty much saying like
Like if
that
you're not
it's
gonna,
only less because like they do one thing and it's like, oh, that's a fucking ick right
but
there.
if
That's
you're supportive, you're like,
crazy.
yeah, that's my man, like that's my boo thing.
That's
forever.
crazy. I don't know. Not for if I seen a homie doing that, I'm like,
Rad was like, oh fuck no.
Dude, now I'm conflicted, bro.
Yo, now like say Kayla did that shit.
But I
Babe,
get
just
what you're
won the
onto.
lottery. And then she just
I
does
start
the splits, bro. She starts going like,
I mean, she does do the splits. I talked about it in the last episode. And you know what's so funny? She had watched that episode and she was like, bro, not you telling me what happened. Oh.
I see what you're getting onto though.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm
like
not
cringe
there
shit.
yet. Can you give me another example then? Or
So me personally, like I was with my first like real relationship.
okay.
Okay, I knew that I was only lustful over him, didn't love him because, bro, sometimes he would talk and he would just sound fucking stupid, but his looks were amazing. And I'm just like, dude, I can't love someone who's gonna be out here making me look stupid, bro. Because like
Yeah.
people would be having conversations and he would be so lost. I was like, damn, this guy's low key.
Okay.
stupid.
But
kinda
I
slow.
mean,
also too though, if you love them, wouldn't you change them?
You can't
Like,
change
you
someone.
can't change his brain.
But I feel like you could though.
You bring
I
out
feel
a
like you
textbook.
could though.
What the hell?
No?
I'm gonna bust out a fucking dictionary and just
Babe,
like
we're studying tonight. What? What's studying?
I'm like trying to think, bruh.
Or
Dude,
like-
I feel it. I was talking to this new guy when I got dumped, right? Like, we were on like it's not even a date, but
Yeah.
I was attracted to him and he was like you said, like he was fine. And then I was like, are you misogynistic? And he goes, oh, I get massages sometimes.
Wow.
Wait, that's humor to me. I would like that.
Bro, he was straight serious though.
Oh,
What the
you know, I'm that guy. Because Kayla, she'd be talking to me sometimes and she always laughs at me because like I say some dumb stuff, but she likes it. So that's humor.
Okay.
But that's different because, like, you know, like, there's a lot of people who don't know certain words, and that's okay. But if
Yeah.
you're just plain out dumb,
Yeah.
where you can't even, like, hold a fucking conversation, then
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Cause, well, I was gonna say because I feel like I'm street smart, but not book smart.
Real.
Wait, what would you guys rather have, street smart or book smart person?
I'd rather be street smart.
Me
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you guys rather date though?
Street
Book smart.
Can I have both?
Yeah, like a balance of.
I feel like I want the opposite. So for me, I think I would want a book smart person, and then I'll be the street smart. So if we're going out places,
Someone
Oh, that's
educated
actually kinda,
is
you know,
very- Yeah.
One for one. I like
but
that.
then if I'm not with them and they go somewhere and I'm just like, you shouldn't. But that's
You're
something
cool.
I feel like you could teach someone street smart though. You can't teach someone book smart.
Yeah.
What is something you consider street smart, though?
Common sense.
Like, street smart
basics.
as in like body language when you know you're not supposed to be somewhere. Cause like you know sometimes you'll
Ooh.
be at like I don't know, like a bar. And like you just know you're not in the right area,
You get
and
the
then
vibe.
yeah, and then there's some people who are just like,
Oblivious.
oh,
Like,
Like-
awareness. Just awareness.
They
on
like
Yeah.
that
surrounding
awareness.
just like
yeah.
awareness, or even like, oh, you're gonna be on this side of town at this time, maybe you shouldn't wear your jewelry, or like, you know what I mean, just like
Yeah.
stuff like that. I feel like that's street smart versus like so before I used to wear a lot of designer stuff, and I stopped wearing that stuff because I realized every time I would go somewhere I would feel uncomfortable. I'd be like, oh, like I feel like I'm gonna get robbed right now.
Yeah.
So I stopped buying designer and started going with just plain clothes. And then every time me and Kayla travel somewhere, she doesn't wear her like her actual like wedding ring. Like
Yeah.
she'll just wear like, you know, like just whatever, like cheaper rings, I guess.
Yeah.
Or even like, you know what's crazy, dude? Even before, I used to be scared to wear my Apple Watch places
Really?
because I feel like I was gonna get robbed. And there's certain times where I would be vlogging and I'd be scared to take out my camera because I was like, dude, someone's gonna take my camera, like, you know what I mean? There's, I don't know, there's just like a lot of stuff because I used to, when me and Kayla used to travel, I used to love like photography and stuff and like videography, so I would always have my camera backpack on me. But sometimes I realized I wasn't in a spot where like I felt comfortable holding it, especially when we went to New York. I was like, dude, someone's gonna straight up rob me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Have you ever, like, found yourself in a situation where you're like, it's actually pretty fucking sketchy and you're just like, dude, like, we should not be here right now? Or, like, I don't know.
yeah, like that time we almost got robbed in San Bernardino.
Damn.
Did I tell you about that? I did tell you about that.
No. Did you?
I think I did.
You know what it always reminds me of? The day that you sold your Honda and you and fucking Gisela, I don't know, would you guys have like a knife or something?
Oh wait, okay, hold on.
It was me, Gisela, and Ali.
Okay, question. I just before I start this. Have you guys ever sold a car? Sold any of your previous cars?
Yes.
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 Yes. Man.
No, in the dumpster.
What?
I got $500 back.
Same. That's what I sold my car
Dumpster,
to.
yeah,
the junkyard.
Yeah, the junk.
Oh, you can sell your car?
Put
Yeah.
it on non-op and then.
Gave him your
yeah.
title.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You did that?
I had to junk my car. There was no salvaging it, so I just
Oh, the Honda.
yeah.
Okay, so did you ever sell any other car besides like not sell it to a place but to a person, like
Yeah.
person to person? You have?
Mhm.
What car?
I sold my dad's. He had a Honda too,
Uh-huh.
and he needed a work car. So, yeah, he sold his Honda.
Okay, so how did that transaction happen for you?
It was fucking weird. Like,
Okay.
first of all, because these people, they want to see what the car is first,
Yeah.
and like obviously, like I expect them to look for, okay, there's some damage here, damage there, or like
Yeah.
how it drives. But this guy was just being fucking sketch, dude. Like,
what was he doing that
he was
was, like-
just like, I don't know, like asking weird questions, and then he would like go a couple feet away, make a quick phone call, and then I don't know, like Maybe I was just reading too into it, but he was just like weird, and he would mumble shit under his breath, and I'm just like, is this guy good? And mind you, I was with a friend, and like we're two tiny ass girls, like
Oh, your dad wasn't with you? Or
No,
just
he
you?
wasn't with me.
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I don't know.
Damn. Okay. So, Kayla, how did your transaction go when you sold your car?
Oh, it was really smooth, to be
Oh,
honest.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay, what was it like?
So it was this kid's grandma that was texting me on Facebook.
Okay.
So this is when I lived in like the LA area, right? So he came from like Indio, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like in Riverside, so we met up at my place where I was living, which I wouldn't recommend.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
But
Guys.
I did that, okay, because
Yeah.
I felt safer because there was men in the house, you know. So I was like, yeah, just come at this time, like in the morning, you know. They come, the grandma and the grandson, and I was like, okay, this is chill. Like it wasn't scary at all. So it was pretty nice. Like I let them drive the car. I just told them to leave their IDs.
Wait, you let them drive the car by themselves?
Yeah, but they gave me their IDs.
What's that gonna do? They could have got a new ID.
Well, they left all their stuff though.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they left. The grandma was like, "Oh, like I don't want you to think we're a scam. We just really want to see if the car works. You know, this is gonna be his first car." I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." So they left their stuff, and I was
Okay.
like, "Okay."
Even with that, I still wouldn't trust people.
Nah.
You wouldn't?
Damn, in the IE, you did that in the IE?
Yeah, I did. They're cool though.
All right, so when I had went to go sell my car, I think I was like 19, maybe 20 at the time when I sold my car. And I had to drive probably 30 to 45 minutes away to a different city that I had no clue. And when I went to go sell my car, it was me, Gisela, you, right?
Yeah.
That's
Me.
it?
Yeah, it was just us three.
It was just us three. And so obviously I knew I was going to sell that car. So they had to come with me so that they could drive me back.
Wait, where'd you drive to again?
River.
No, wasn't it Sanger?
No.
I don't remember.
Riverside?
Three
Like,
Rivers or
By Layton. Somewhere
Oh,
over
okay,
there.
okay.
That random ass
Yeah.
like town.
Hmm.
And
Middle of nowhere.
this town
Riverdale.
was there you go.
Yeah,
there you
Riverdale.
go. All right, this town was literally in the middle of nowhere. And when I go there, the guy's looking at it. He's like, "Oh, like I really want to buy it, blah blah blah." And I told him that the issues that were wrong with it. And then he was like, "Oh, can I go for a test drive?" And I'm like, "Bro, we're literally in the buttfuck of nowhere." And I did not trust him because this dude was like 30, like almost 40, like
Yeah.
really old. And I'm like, obviously, 20, short little person. And so I go in the car with him. And I remember I was like, "Guys, stay on FaceTime with me," because I
Yeah.
was scared. And then basically he drives like through the country, and I'm just like looking at the maps too, because I was like, bro, I have no clue where I'm at. And so I went in a car with a stranger, per usual, guys, per usual. Go in the car with a stranger.
Damn.
I know. I go in the car with the stranger, and then he drives through the country, and he just checking it out. And he's like, "Oh yeah, like whatever." He buys it. We go to the bank, right? And I told him it was X amount, and then he tried shorting me because I told him count it out in front of me, and he counted it out, and he tried shorting me, and he was like, "Oh," and yeah, no,
Oh hell no! Well, it's a good thing you had them counted out
yeah, oh yeah,
before you did.
It was just funny as fuck though, cause like Gisela, she had like a fucking whole ass knife hidden right here in her. She was just ready, and I'm just like, damn, is this what it is right now?
Hey, we were ready, we're ready, dude. Yeah.
Don't play with money.
Low
Hell
key
no.
though, I deadass sold that car for almost $3,000, and it had over 300,000 miles on it. He really wanted it though.
That's a good fucking deal.
Dude, same.
Yeah.
I did the same amount. Pretty much same.
What?
I sold mine for the same amount I bought it for.
Well, low key though, 300,000 miles. I think he wanted it for the parts. So basically, he had another car, and he just wanted to take some of the parts that I had onto his, because I don't think that car is worth that much.
Also,
Yeah.
couldn't like I thought you couldn't like you had to drive it in what I can't even think neutral
For
or for your Honda. I know I had to drive that shit in my car in neutral because it was always overheat.
Oh no, my car was running so smooth.
Really?
It's just I was tired. I had it parked outside for a minute, and I would always go back and forth between my cars. But for people who have multiple cars, do you know how expensive it is for tags and then keeping up with oil changes? Which girls, I need to know. I need to know right now. Do you keep up on your oil change?
Yeah.
Do you
Every
keep up
3
on
months.
your oil change?
religiously, dude,
Yeah.
Do you
religiously.
keep up on your oil change?
I do it myself.
Oh,
Yeah, I do. I do.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're a bad
okay,
bitch.
okay.
Advice.
No, because I think it was her dad when we were like, oh, we're gonna take your car. She's like, oh yeah, we can, but it has like Christmas tree lights. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, my dashboard just lights up. And
Just
I'm
not
like,
look at the dash.
the fuck? And I don't know. I just see like a lot of car videos on TikTok because that's kind of like what my algorithm is. And I'm just like, why don't girls do oil changes? It's like simple.
That or is really dirty inside.
What do you mean dirty?
Like,
Oh,
oh, with
messy
like stuff inside? Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get that either.
Wait, you got
is
shit
your
all over
car?
the floor.
okay. I used to be guilty of just like having a really trashy fucking car inside.
Yeah.
But now, like, because I have my new car and
Yeah.
like I want to take care of it, I got better. But as
Okay.
far as oil changes, no, that's one thing. Like, I need my fucking car, so
yeah.
the oil is gonna be your lifeline for your
Yeah.
fucking car. So
Yeah, I don't know why girls don't understand that. I don't know. But anyway, okay, dude, do you remember that one episode? I don't think it's an episode. I think we were just talking outside of the podcast. We were talking about tolls. I got one. I
Wait,
freaking
no
got one
way.
in the mail.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
oh,
a
you
toll.
did.
How much is it?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a lot though
Okay.
because it was my first time.
Good.
And I was like, my first time, I've had a toll before, but it was the first time in my car. So they waived it, so it was only like $7 or something.
Oh,
like
that's not
that.
bad.
they're
No.
really not expensive.
Well, because they were saying it was gonna be like $60,
Oh,
but then because it was my first time, they waived it, and then I had to pay it, and I was like, I knew I freaking went on a toll because I was looking, I was like, why is there no cars around
You're right.
me?
You're like, where the fuck is
But
everyone?
that's the thing. Okay, so why? Okay, when I was following the navigation, why didn't it tell me this was a toll road?
Right.
You need
it
to
doesn't
put-
tell you.
No.
Yeah, I used to go visit my boyfriend when he was going to school in Irvine, and twice it took me down a fucking toll road.
That's where it was at.
Yeah,
that's where it was
Google
at. Oh my
Maps did me
God.
dirty, bro.
Yeah, on Apple Maps, I specifically put no toll roads
Yeah.
on the thing, so I
Oh, is
never.
there an option for
There
that?
Yeah, it
is.
says
I had to keep it
avoid.
on at all times when I lived in LA. Fuck that. You got me
Damn.
fucked up. After they tried to scam my ass, because like you said, like the first time waiver, mine was almost like 150 or something. And I called them. I was like, bro, like I didn't even know like I was on a toll road. They're like, well, you didn't pay the balance, so you got interest, but we'll just knock it to like 30. I was like, that's still a lot, bro, for a missed turn.
What is the point of a toll road?
I
Why?
know.
So I had Googled it, and supposedly it's to keep up on the maintenance of the roads and to create more roads or something like that. So we're paying for those roads.
That's fucking dumb.
Dude, speaking of toll roads of like getting billed and stuff, I got a freaking letter in the mail. I got jury duty.
Oh, I know. I just
When?
had that too.
Wait, did you go?
No, mine was what's it called?
What?
They didn't call my number.
Oh, okay. No, I was supposed to go to jury duty back in August, and the new system is you can log in online and then postpone it, and I kept postponing it. I reached my maximum capacity of postponing, so now I
okay.
have to go.
You
I
have
have to
to
go
go.
next week.
Next week, that sucks.
Yeah.
I feel like I get so many. Like that's probably like my third already. From
Really?
This year. Yeah.
I know Kayla did hers, and she actually had to serve on the jury, and that shit lasted, I want to say, like 2 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah.
And she was like, no one better call me because she had to miss out on all that time. And I'm like, I'm very interested of how you even get picked to do that. Because for me, I would have been like,
They ask a lot of questions.
what do they ask you? Do you know
Because my longest was 10 days
that you had to serve on
jury duty.
jury duty? What did
Yeah.
they?
They pay you, but it's
Yeah.
not a month.
It's-
It's like literally $30 a day.
Yeah, that ain't
Yeah.
shit. Okay, so
20.
what questions do they ask you?
They just want to see if you're suitable and not biased on anything. And
What'd you
any
say?
Questions,
Biased?
Yeah.
Biased.
Bias?
Yeah,
Okay, wait, hold on.
like certain questions that they ask that's related to the
Pertaining to the
yeah.
case.
Okay, when you were answering those questions, were you purposely trying to be biased or not? Were you asking them?
I
Wait,
had
allegedly.
Oh wait,
Allegedly.
allegedly. Oh wait,
I
yeah,
had-
allegedly.
Well, to me, I just told the truth. Like I
Oh.
didn't have nothing to do. I was like, I didn't want to be at work.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, for me,
Yeah.
I'm being so biased. I'm be like, bro, I don't care what you do. I'm gonna go with the.
It's a good case though.
Was it?
Hey, some of them are interesting. Mine was
Dude,
interesting.
Wait, you actually served too?
Dude, I've been summoned, I think, like 4 or 5 times, and there was only one time that I actually had to go through where they're like, they pull you up, ask you about what you do, who you are. My case was for petty theft, and I'm a dispatcher. And I knew
Oh.
officers and stuff like that, so they're just like, she's probably biased, so I couldn't stay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the people that are on the Diddy trial right now. The jury.
That's
there.
crazy,
That's
actually.
because it's a month's long. I think it's
Wait.
a couple months worth.
Okay, I haven't been kept up on that trial. Have you?
I
Are you
tried
keeping
to,
up?
but
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know who Rotten Mango, the podcast girl, is, but
Mm-hmm.
Stephanie Sue was my favorite YouTuber in high school. Now she does like podcasting,
Mm-hmm.
usually true crime, but now she's covering the Diddy case. So she's literally part of the press that goes there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So can you keep me up or get me updated on what's going on? Because I don't even know them.
Pretty much. I think.
Wait. Pause. Before you answer that,
Yeah.
what do we all think about it? Do you guys think he's guilty?
100%.
Okay.
There's proof. I'm sorry.
No, I know, but like, I just wanted to be devil's advocate. But I don't. I'm not gonna speak on it because I have no clue what's going on. But like,
There's just a lot of people that are being uncovered with that because he's trying. I think there's a bunch of lists of things he's getting tried for, but definitely racketeering.
okay. Well, because the only thing that I've seen is because I know that Cassie has speaked out about it, right? But I had saw I don't. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I had just saw that anything that she says is not admissible because she already settled before.
For the money that she got.
Before, yeah.
Oh, really?
So
They still had her on trial. I don't
Yeah.
know.
okay, you can have someone on trial, but the judge can say, "Hey, don't basically take into consideration what she's saying," which is very interesting because if you guys look at are you guys familiar with that one case? It's the brothers, the Menendez
Oh,
brothers.
yeah.
Dude, I was so invested in that shit
Yeah.
too.
So if you guys watch that case, if you look at the second time turnaround, they were like, "Oh, inadmissible."
Yeah, because they can't use the same information that they use in the first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. It could be that situation where Cassie, anything that she says is admissible.
Yeah.
So
But the
But
good
even
thing
at
about
that
the case.
though,
Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
The good thing about that case though is even if they make her statements at what is it
Admissible.
inadmissible or whatever,
Yeah.
everyone else that they brought to the like subpoenaed in that didn't want to are basically saying what she said too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but then also too, it's just interesting because like, if you think about it, how are you gonna have a jury people listen to what Cassie's saying, but then be like, oh,
and then
dismiss
forget
that.
it, huh?
Then now it's like, okay, now they're biased. So like,
yeah.
but then obviously when you guys go back to the room and you guys discuss it, you guys have to be like, well, you can't have that in. You know what I mean? So it's just very interesting. I know for me, because I was wanting to become a lawyer and I was going to school for that, like I understand how the system works. From my experience, personally, there's moral reasons why I didn't want to go forward with becoming a lawyer, and this is my opinion. Don't get mad. The system is very crooked, and I just feel like a lot of judges are really good at lying, and that's basically what a lawyer is. They lie and they use the law in a certain way to get the results that they want.
Manipulation.
That's basically what it is. And for me, like, I don't know, there's so many people who've gotten off free even though they shouldn't have, or there's people who've been incarcerated when they shouldn't have. And that, I don't know if I want to get political, but
It all boils down to the type of lawyer they have and if they're good or not.
Right. But obviously, the more expensive a lawyer is, the more their winning rate is. And obviously, if you want to let go, like, they have the resources to do so compared to a public defender. But also, I'm gonna ask you what you guys think about this. I don't know if I want to go into any more depth about it. What do you guys think about the rehabilitation in the prison system?
It depends on what they did.
See, okay, so I don't want to.
That shit is so cruel.
I don't. Okay, so I love Kim Kardashian. Hold up. I love watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and I love Kim Kardashian for going to law school, and I see all of the stuff that she's doing with rehabilitation centers and everything that she's doing. But I'm very biased on just the rehabilitation process, because for me, I feel like people who are incarcerated is a revolving door. But a lot of people like to argue that there's mental things going on, and so that there's a lot of programs in place prior to that. So like a lot of
I'm looking at you, looking at her, and I'm just like, whoa.
No, I don't know if I want to talk about this. Okay.
Shit.
What do you guys think? Plain and simple. I'm not gonna go into.
I don't have an answer. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't know because I was never. I mean, you know, I'm never.
No,
You know,
it's
like,
just
I'm not-
you don't have to. Okay, it's just a
I
very
wouldn't know the
controversial
situation,
debate.
yeah.
It's a very controversial debate because a lot of the way that
I know sometimes
I
it can
definitely
be
think there's-
inhumane. You know, some systems
Yeah.
can, or you know, like.
no, I'm not
some-
talking about like the inhumane system. I'm thinking about like, okay, so we are spending money on all of these programs to help the recidivism rate, which is basically the people that are going in, right? So a lot of people are trying to catch the mental illness before because a lot of people who are incarcerated saying, oh, well, I didn't have the resources when I was younger, which I do agree. But then it's like you keep coming back. So I okay. I'm not gonna go with fuck.
I think we're gonna get flamed for this. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I hope we're not. I don't know.
Hey,
All I'm saying is
that's my opinion. That is my opinion. I went to school for this, and that's just my opinion. And when I was doing all my research and I was studying, that's just
Wait, your opinion? Do you agree with it or not?
I'm very mixed because
Oh, you're mixed.
yes,
Like-
I do believe in it, but then also I don't believe in some of the programs that they have available. But I do love how that they're teaching people in school because like what do you do? Like you're literally just sitting there? No, like you need to give
No,
them
they
some
get
sort of
education.
outsources. Well, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That's like a new program that was before they never used to have shit. They used to just let them be.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I saw on TikTok recently that they said that you can tell by like a 3rd grade reading level if they're gonna be in like a criminal or not when they're older.
What? How?
Wait, how?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Like,
Oh.
if you know what that.
I don't know about that, but I just know a lot of research that I've seen. It's more of behavioral. So which I think is interesting because I always like looking at that too, like body language, the way that someone speaks, the tone of voice. I like looking at certain words that are used when people are talking and stuff. And that's why I've talked about this before on a previous podcast about nature versus nurture. Do you remember that debate that we had?
Briefly, very briefly.
Briefly. So we had done a research saying basically we had to debate in class which one is more valid, nature or nurture. And they had found a research. This is just one of the researches. Doesn't mean that it's valid for everybody. You guys can do your own research. So basically, let's just say there's a kid. He was born from, like a family of generations who murdered people. And basically this kid was adopted when he was a baby. And he got adopted by a very wealthy family, gave him everything, but he still had the tendencies of his family. So we're trying to say that it's genetic. So
Wait,
even though
did he know anything about his family?
No.
Oh.
No, he was literally raised from literally newborn with this family, but he still had the genetics of makeup of being a serial killer and ended up murdering someone when he was older, which was interesting.
That's fucking crazy.
I wish I could clip the research that I had done for it. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. But that's why we were having a whole ass debate in class, whether it's nature versus nurture. And so, I don't know. Whatever you guys think, that's just one of the research that we had studied in class. So,
Dang.
I
That's
don't know.
something to look into. That's
Because,
fucking crazy.
okay, so for me, I don't know my dad that much. And a lot of my family says that I have similarities to him, even though I don't know him. So, I don't know.
I felt that.
You felt that?
Yeah.
Do you-
I mean, I don't know him personally, but like me personally, like
Yeah.
I didn't really like. My mom was there, but wasn't, and so like I don't know. Everyone says that I have a lot of her tendencies also.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what do you mean? These are my tendencies.
Yeah, especially since you didn't grow up with your
Semi.
Semi.
But like not enough to like remember. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember half of my childhood with her.
Yo, Loki, that's kind of scary to think too, because I remember growing up, I used to be like, oh, I'd never want to be anything like X, Y, and Z. I'm like, dude, I still did. I'm like, dude. I'm cutting that out. So if people are confused, sorry, we had to cut that out.
Yeah.
Damn. And
Don't forget the intro.
We'll
Oh.
do that toward the end. She could just put it in the front, I think.
damn. Anyone have any other questions? I know. Oh, wait. Sorry. Hold up. We stirred way far from what we were talking about. We never answered the
did.
question.
We did.
We never answered the question.
We really did. I
Wait,
just
what was the
noticed.
question?
How do you differentiate?
How did we
If
get
you-
to this topic?
Damn.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went from that to nature versus.
Wait, we never. We're circling back. We're circling back. How do you differentiate? Fuck me.
Differentiate.
Love and lust, or
If you love someone or you just love the idea of them.
Mm.
Because I was trying to think about it because I was like, all right, so let's just say I'm pursuing someone and I'm like, dude, I love the idea of them. Like on paper, they're everything that I want, but there's no chemistry there. Like, can you just tell when like you're good on paper, but there's just no chemistry there? I feel like that's how you differentiate.
I have a good one.
Yeah.
You know how a lot of people say like, oh, I can fix him, I can fix her. If you constantly have the mentality, oh, I need to fix them, or I should teach them this, then you don't truly love them, because then you would mold.
You
each
shouldn't
other.
have
yeah,
to
you
fix
shouldn't have to fix
anybody.
anyone. If you truly love them, that would just be your person, regardless what they did or not.
Okay, but isn't that all depending on what it is? Because I feel like everyone's gonna need some sort of fixing in some sort of way, right?
Okay, it's different if it's like superficial, like, oh, he fucking doesn't know how to dress. You can fix that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if it's like his tendencies, his personality,
Yeah.
stuff like that, he's like
Okay,
that
hold up.
already.
What if it's okay? I'm gonna give you an example. Someone who's clean.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Someone that's dirty, and you're teaching him how to clean up after himself.
No, that's different. I think
Is it?
I think it's if like, say like me and you got together and you're a party person, and we
Okay.
got together and I expected you to fully stop partying because you're with me. That is like a big game changer right there.
Or what if I was like, come out with me? So now, is it kind of like you're wanting an introvert to be an extrovert type of thing?
Bro, you're never gonna change that person.
Yeah, you shouldn't even just try to change that person. Like, if you like them, you should just like them for, like, I should just like you for partying. Like, if I like that you're partying, we should be partying together, right?
Oh, wait. Okay. On this topic, you reminded me. Okay. So I was listening to this topic, and they were saying, what do you guys think? I mean, I feel like we've answered this question before, but they were basically talking about, I would never make my partner go somewhere that they don't want to be. So like, like, hey, I'm gonna go out with my friends. I want you to come along. And you know, have you ever seen those couples that go to a party or whatever, and they're just sitting there by themselves?
Oh, yeah.
Would you make your partner go through that, or would you?
Well,
want them
if
to
my
stay
partner
home?
didn't want to go to begin with, I wouldn't bring them with me.
Yeah, but like, you know how there's some couples who are dependent on that.
Oh, like, we're
Like wherever you go, I
Right.
go.
okay, yeah.
So I mean, for you, I know like you and your boyfriend, you guys do your guys' own thing. I mean, you're always here with me, or
Yeah.
like we're always doing stuff for the podcast.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel some type of way, because like I feel like a lot of people would misread that as, oh, you don't like me. I feel like,
What?
well, not like, people would misread it as like, oh, like you would rather spend time with your homies than spend time with me.
Oh,
type
no.
of thing.
No, we're not like that at all.
Okay, but wouldn't we agree that we do know a lot of couples who are like that, who are like, oh, like
definitely.
you'd rather hang out with your homies than me?
But you and
Yeah.
him, you guys are secure enough in your relationship
Yeah.
to be able to go do those things separately, right? Yeah.
Okay, so then is it, I'm pretty sure we answered this question, but so is it appropriate for you guys to have different friends,
Yeah.
friend groups?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
So, I want to know, what does your boyfriend think that you're always here?
He doesn't mind, honestly. Yeah, like, our days off, all we do really, like, we haven't.
What?
Okay,
What?
so this kind of ties into like these past episodes. I think you were talking about like, isn't it a date if like
Yeah.
I'm paying for? Yeah. So like, if we're not actively planning a date, we're just not gonna go on one, because me and him right now, we're trying to save to get our own place, right?
Yeah.
So we both fully have that mentality, like it's fine. So on our days off, we don't really do anything together anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So if we are, it's like we're eating and watching something together. Like that's, for now, we're considering that like our date. You know.
See?
No,
See,
but
motherfuckers.
But that's because we talked about it. But I told him in the future I want to go on real dates, you know?
Oh my
But
God.
anyway.
it's just for the time being.
It's for the time being, because we're trying to be frugal, you know? But for as of right now, like, we really don't mind. Like, I tell him, like, hey, do you ever get butthurt, like, if I'm out? He's like, no, like, do your thing. I'll do mine. Like, I have my friends. We can, like, play games or something. I was like, okay, cool. So he doesn't care, really.
Okay. I'm like low-key like, can you guys answer that question, I guess, because you guys don't have significant others, so I don't know, like, you know.
well, I haven't been dating. It's been like, or not dating, but I
Alright.
haven't been in a relationship
Okay.
for a few years.
Okay, then I do have a question then, I guess, for both of you guys. All right. let's say you guys get into a relationship as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
What would that look like moving forward doing the podcast? Like, do you think they would trip about it? And if they did trip about it, what would you do?
I wouldn't know, cause I mean I wouldn't know who I would be dating.
Well, so okay, let's say you get with a girl, right? And then you're like, oh, I gotta go to here to film, and she's like, no, I want you to spend it with me.
Would
What are you
let-
saying?
That's weird for a girl to pick and choose what I can do when I can do it.
First of all,
But that's
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of couples, newly couples, I feel like to be surrounded with that person, even though they're just sitting there in the room.
I wouldn't date them then. The fuck?
I don't know.
whoever I date, they're gonna know damn well that I'm doing this fucking podcast. And if they
Yeah.
don't like it, then I don't have to date them
Or
because
they
like they
can-
knew what they were getting into.
Okay.
Also, too, like I don't know. I'm gonna do my own thing no matter
Yeah,
what.
I think every couple should have their separate thing. You feel?
They're separate
Yeah.
I'm not doing
Yes.
anything wrong, you know. Just
Yeah.
speaking on my life, my opinions.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, well, here's this thing too, right? Okay, so wait, can I say this? No, I can't say
Wait.
Just cut it out.
it. Okay, right. All right. So obviously sometimes we have guests, right?
Yeah.
And we've had male guests before, and people were in relationships before, and they were butthurt because
I know what you're getting at.
okay.
Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so do you think your partners would trip? Okay, so would Michael trip? Oh shit. Should I cut his name out?
No, that's fine.
Okay. Would he trip knowing if we had male guests on and you were here with me?
No,
Okay.
he's not insecure like that.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Do you think, okay, because me and you are lesbian, right? If we had other girls, well, I guess they don't know that, them. So do you think if you were to date a girl and you're like, oh, I'm coming here, and then she sees a video and we're all sitting next to each other, she'd be like, that's what you do? That's what you do?
That's so crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
they don't. I mean, we're family. You feel
But they don't know
it
that.
shouldn't be weird. Yeah, like I mean, I'll be like, they're literally family.
Okay.
Like, you know.
I've
I should be
had.
like, yeah, right.
yeah.
Hey, yo, we've had a cousin though who dated a girl and who was pressed because he was hanging out with us and we were family, and I thought that shit was crazy. I was like,
That's
excuse
crazy.
me, excuse me.
That's
Bro, know
weird.
your place.
Insecure.
The fuck, we're
for
family.
sure.
Yeah. So
It
I don't
depends
know.
if they're insecure or not, or if they have a history
Deep-rooted.
of them fucking around. You feel like
But dude, that's the thing. Like, this is a family fucking podcast. We're
Yeah.
not over here to be fucking around and shit. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
calling
Yeah.
out booty calls and shit to
Yeah.
come over. Like,
I don't know, bro, but I just think it's funny though, because like I know like some of the conversations that we have, your partner would be pressed about it, especially because a lot of people don't like that we talk about our exes and stuff. So
But that's all in the past.
it's like
That's what
in
I
the
don't
past.
get.
Yeah, I was all like, all
It's
this
just
ex
relatable.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like shit I don't even care about.
no,
Like, you know?
I have wanted people to become, or I have wanted people on the podcast, but their significant other was insecure about them talking about it, and I was like, all right,
It's
that's
literally
cool.
an
That's some
experience
deep-rooted
that-
insecurity
yeah.
they need to get help with.
Damn.
Ooh, that
Therapists,
part. That part.
therapists exist.
I
Damn.
will say that's why I was like, speaking personally, why I was hesitant before whenever we first started this podcast to speak on certain things. But like now I really don't care because like
Yeah.
this is my life.
Same.
I'm gonna do what I want.
She was in a if for the people who are new here, she was in a relationship when we started the podcast.
Yeah, and he did not like it. Let me tell you.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I know, okay, for personally for me, like Kayla doesn't trip that like I have people on the podcast, but I will say when she found out that there was going to be like 13 dudes in the house, she was like, oh.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I love
She
you.
was
I'd
like,
be like,
all
weirded out
chilling
too, like,
downstairs.
hello?
yeah, she was like,
That's sketch.
No,
Nah.
it's sketch because you don't even know half
Yeah,
of them,
you
right?
don't know.
nah.
That's crazy.
They were just like, I wouldn't say groupies, they were just like a bunch of rappers. Rappers and
That's how
producers.
you roll though, because you don't know. They don't know what city you're in. Like, you know, that's how.
That's what he was saying. He was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we pulled up in a group because I don't know if you guys were gonna murder me." I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, it's literally like
get set
we're
up.
5 foot, like you know,
We're women, please.
we're women, please. If you, but I think we're gonna. What time is it?
Intro. We're
One,
at
one, one.
an hour and 11.
An hour and 11. Yes, intro. Should I cut this? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, guys. So we are gonna end the episode. I hope you guys Loved it. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share it out. Exclusive content on Patreon, link down below. Make sure you guys follow our socials, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. All right.
Bye.
Bye.